Hello, this is Jef Forward with Forward Design Build Remodel, and today we're at the Lutz Street remodel, and I'm stopping in to see the team and get a status update, check on the install of our mid-century modern railing system. We're pretty excited about this. It's a 2x2 slat wall approach, but before I get into the details of that, I'm sure you're all noticing my finely crafted microphone, but it is certainly getting the job done. So here we go. To my left is the 2x2 slat wall system that we've been working on over the last 3 weeks. Specifically, Matt Nicholas, one of our craftsmen, has been tackling this project, taking the design concept from Miranda Fry and turning it into reality. So Matt, this is a pretty unique project, and you've been working on it for 3 weeks. You've already built this once. Can you tell me about that?
Right, so we fabricated all the pieces in the shop, so there was a lot of laminating and trimming from raw stock. The wood is all select hickory, so we've machined the tread pieces down, riser pieces, the slat wall pieces. So before I left the shop, I wanted to make sure everything fit.
Okay.
And that way, because we have a very narrow window to install this on the site, we wanted to make sure everything went together pretty flawlessly once we were here while we're in between trades.
Okay, and the other benefit of the shop fabrication is that you didn't take up a bunch of space here, and other trades could continue on.
Right. Yep.
And this stairway was built from a rough frame, so tell me how you accounted for that.
So one of the first things they did was to come in with a laser and set up, find my level. So I've already done a survey of what the rough tread was that I was dealing with, which is a construction grade tread, and it was fine, it was adequate, but the treads that we've installed they're 5/4, so they're extra thick. These are the structure as well as the finished tread. So I needed to remove the old things, the construction treads, and then put these new pieces in. So that was one of the steps where I came in ahead of time when I had a window to install the treads, and then the slat wall thing has been a second installation.
Okay, great. And the treads also have a fairly unique detail in that a perfectly notched edge. Tell me about that.
So that was a little bit of a challenge because we're using that notch to hold the slats in place, rigid, and also to keep them vertical and straight. Yeah. But those notches need to be perfectly squared in the corners, and so I built a jig, a tool to use my router. I'm gesturing that I cut those out on the ends, and that way we have a nice, square, true, uniform notch, and as well, the spacing with each tread gives us our spacing and layout for the slat wall so that everything's uniform.
Okay. Some of the details of this, seeing these numbered cuts in the end of the treads. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I numbered them so I'd know where to put them back
Together.
So because we're dealing with solid stock lumber and it's a select hickory, we wanted to make sure that if there's any movement in between the floors, we weren't going to be causing any sort of distress on the railing. So this railing assembly will be allowed to float within the channel that we've installed up top, and that's going to keep it from falling out. This is a guardrail, so we do need to have a good amount of structure that's holding it in place, but we also wanted it to look a little elegant and minimal. So this track piece up top is going to be holding the track that the balusters are assembled to, and then this bottom nosing that's been extended from the main step is where I'm going to fasten the balusters or slats.
Well, we're certainly excited to see this be assembled, and you can see the final product this Saturday at our Guts to Glory open house from 12 to 4, which is the final reveal for this project. So thank you. Please come on by.
Hey Jeff, isn't it 11 to 4?
You are correct. It is 11 to 4 on Saturday, May 19th. Thank you.